Hey guys, how you doing today? Hope you've been having a great week. Mine's been alright, getting a few things done. Today what we got going on is I'm going to go to the Badger State Trail today. I'm not doing the whole trail. The whole Badger State Trail is like 40 something miles, like 41, 44, something like that. And I'm not doing the whole trail today. I'm just going to do maybe about a 10 to 12 mile segment. I'm not sure exactly how far it is. I tried to map it out on Google Maps and it was being stupid on me. So I couldn't actually get an actual mileage coverage of what I'm going to do. But I'm going to start in Monroe, Wisconsin, walk around that city, and then down to the Illinois state line. And I'm thinking it should be somewhere right around 10 to 12 miles. Should be a nice easy walk. It's an old railroad system that the trail's built on. So there shouldn't be a lot of hills, or at least not a lot of steep hills. Path should be decently clear. So yeah, I'm just heading over to Monroe right now. Going to get to the trailhead and start a day. Now the day is kind of it's overcast and cloudy. It's been a little spritzy this morning, so it is a little damp, a little wet. So we'll just kind of see what the day holds for me. Do have plans to have lunch on the trail, so I got some lunch items with me. And again, being that this is just a single day hike, not a 2-day or a weekend hike or anything like that, I went with a couple of canned things. Well, one canned thing. Alright, see you at the trailhead. Okay guys, here I am at the trailhead. I'm actually standing in the road. This is just a little residential area where I'm going to start at here in Monroe. Now if I head north, I'm going to cross Highway 11 right away. And I tell you though, when I was researching this trail, there's really no good places to park along the road, especially through the country areas. There's no parking areas designated for the trail. So I mean, I'm standing in the road. Oh, and I'm giving the All Trails another shot. I actually did contact them. I sent them an email, and they said that maybe my power level for my phone, you know how you can adjust the battery settings, you know, if you want it to be optimal, or if you want it to have a reduced power setting, that way you can conserve some battery. I had mine on like the second lowest setting, and they said to maybe bump it up into the optimal area at least, and it should record. It shouldn't jump around like it was when I did that the Stony Ridge segment. So we're going to try it again and see what happens. This is a really flat area, like I said before. You know, this is an old train system, so there shouldn't be a whole lot of hills. So let's see how well it does. So my All Trails app is counting now. It is a little breezy today, and so I feel, I don't know, just kind of cold. It's also kind of wet today too. Like I said, on the way here, it's been kind of misty and stuff like that. So, all right, let's have a good day today. Okay, off we go. Now this is no Ice Age trail, so I don't have the hill conditions and trail difficulties and stuff like that. The wind's blowing and it's knocking ice and stuff off of those trees. So yeah, I can't really tell you anything about what this trail is, and I've never been on it before. I know it's primarily used for bikers, you know, cyclists, and that's all I can really tell you about the trail. But right now it's just gonna kind of meander through the town of Monroe. Alright, as some of you may know, Monroe is like the cheese capital of the world. They make just about everything here. And right over here is the Maple Leaf Cheese Company. And over here is the more industrial Swiss Colony. But that's just a small portion of Swiss Colony. The main offices and production line areas are kind of towards the south side of town. And I don't actually think we're going to get anywhere close to it. We might. Like I said, I really don't know this trail, so we'll see what happens. And it looks like I'm coming up on the actual state trail, the official Badger State Trail starting point. There's a bathroom building right here. It's got a couple of picnic tables. There's actually a trail sign out by the road here too. Looks like you can, this building over here is a bicycle shop. You can actually rent bicycles, so if you want to pedal bike the trail, you definitely can do that. Alright, this is 14th Avenue that I'm crossing here. And that back there is that trailhead start location. There's another little kiosk informational system here across the street with more picnic tables. Now, I took a picture of a sign that said trail passes are required. That's basically for everything except for hiking. If you're biking it, you gotta have a trail pass. If you're skiing, cross-country skiing, gotta have a trail pass. You know, just basically everything else you gotta have a trail pass for, but not for hiking. Huh, I wonder what's over there. That right there is an airplane. It looks like a military style plane. I don't know what's there. I don't know if it's a cemetery or if it's a VFW type of a thing. I don't know. So I've been watching the prints in the snow. Most of them, of course, are human or dog. I've seen raccoon prints, but I've actually seen deer prints as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool that I can see deer tracks. And I mean, literally, I'm going through the town. There's houses and apartments over here. There's houses and apartments over here. So yeah, that's kind of cool that I'm actually seeing deer tracks on the trail right here. Well, wasn't really expecting to see anything to go around or over, but look at that. There's some deadfall. Actually, quite a bit of it down in there too. You can see where that one broke. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Ooh, cool. I get to go over a bridge over one of the main streets here close to the downtown area. Now this bridge is steel construction, but the platform that you walk on is actually wood. Alright, right over there is Highway 69, and we are going to have to cross it. So we're going to have to, whoa, we're definitely going to have to take our time and watch for traffic. This intersection here, it is not light controlled. So yeah, let's cross 69, but be very careful about it. Alright, just crossed 5th Avenue. I've been going through like an industrial area. A little bit of a hill climb here, maybe about 10-15 feet, nothing much. So yeah, walking through Monroe hasn't been too bad. Still thought it was really cool that I got to see deer prints. Alright, the mile marker That's actually starting in Madison. So yeah, from this point towards Madison, it's 33 miles. So that means I've got, if I'm assuming it's 41 miles long, so I've only got 8 miles. All right, busy ass road here. It's called Bethel Street. And it goes down to the industrial park down that way, and then up on this side it's all residential. So yeah, that was a pretty busy street. Wow, more deadfall. We must have had a pretty good sized windstorm come through here. Of course, it's been really cold too, so the wood freezes, then a windstorm comes through and just knocks it over. Alright, I think I'm getting away from the industrial park over there, but I still see more houses up in that area. So I haven't quite reached the outskirts of town yet. Kind of a cool area. Got this little creek bridge, probably just a runoff culvert system that we're going over. But then there's a nice big rail bridge right up there. That's pretty cool. Then after going under that rail bridge back there, we're going to be crossing 21st Street. Again, fairly busy road. Oh, dang. My little battery icon on my camera says that it's almost gone. It is cold today, and I'm sure that cold is affecting my battery, because that was a full strength battery when I left the car. It's been a cold morning this morning, it really has been. And I think when I left the car it was, I want to say it was like 35 degrees or something like that. So yeah, it started out as a cold morning. Wind was blowing 10, 15 mile an hour. And every so often it dies down. Like right now I'm not really feeling wind at all. But then all of a sudden the breeze picks up. And yeah, I'd say it's probably close to 15 miles an hour. I'm almost out of the town, almost. Still got some residential stuff up in here. And I think there's residential stuff on the other side of this hill here. Oh, this has been interesting. Every so often the wind will pick up and hit the treetops, and it'll shake the whole tree, of course, and it knocks off ice and stuff like that. So I've been getting pretty close to getting hit by ice, and nothing really big, you know, maybe quarter-sized pieces of ice. And they're just falling out of the trees, so they're not very, you know, fast or something like that. It's not like getting hit by hail in a hailstorm. But yeah, it does make the hike a little more interesting. Yeah, you can hear all that ice falling off the trees. I actually have a trail runner coming up on me. Well, he wasn't too winded to say hi, so. Check that out. Someone actually built stairs to get down here. There's some other stuff right up in there too. Looks like maybe a wall, a bench. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Lots of water down in the ditches down here. So I'm wondering how much this might flood out. Alright, I gotta go. This battery's dead. Going under a mighty substantial bridge here, but I've seen no signs as to what road this is. And I'm not familiar with this area enough to sit there and say, oh, it must be such and such highway. So I'll have to put it on the screen down here somewhere as to what this bridge is. But yeah, like I said, it's a pretty substantial bridge. That's a bald eagle. That was pretty cool. I got to see a bald eagle. I wonder where he went to though. He came flying down towards me and then probably got within 50 yards of where I was at, and then all of a sudden it kind of just curved and went back. And of course, with all the tree coverage and stuff, I couldn't see where he actually went to. Gonna have to keep my eyes open now. You know, that last segment I did, that Stony Ridge, that was the first time I tried using a dead cat on my camera just to cover the microphone. And you know what? I think it did pretty well. But now I'm out here, winds are blowing pretty decent, especially out here in the country now. And yeah, I think it's going to give that little dead cat that I glued onto my microphone, it's going to give it a real test. We'll see what happens. But I was kind of impressed with it at the Stony Ridge segment. You know, I think there are a couple of times that the wind noise really came through, but for the most part I thought it did pretty well. I am about ready to stop, take a little bit of a breather, and suck down some water, renew my chapstick. I feel myself licking my lips a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a decent log or something to sit on, or at least a tree to lean up against. This looks like a pretty good spot to take a break. Unfortunately, I don't have a log or anything to sit on, but I do have these little hill rises here. The railroad line cleaned out the inside of this this ridge, so it makes nice like a nice little protected area, so I'm not getting bombarded with the wind right now. You know, while we're stopped here, let's see how that All Trails app is doing. It looks like it's actually tracking me fairly well. I've done 3.8 miles. So, let's see. There you go. So that's where I'm at. Hour 18, and then 3.8 miles. So that's not bad. I'm happy with that. When I started this morning, it was cold. in the low mid 30s, something like that. But it's supposed to warm up to almost 40 degrees. And yeah, I think it's starting to do that. And in fact, let's take a look at the weather and see what it is. It still says it's 34 degrees, but it's probably, I'm probably the one warming up, not the temperature, but I feel decently warm. But it's also at 95% humidity. Jen would be having a hell of a time in this humidity. I mean, the terrain's flat and everything like that, but yeah, just this humidity would kill her asthma. Oh, got another trail walker coming. Well, that was kind of a nice little break. Talked to that other walker. She said that she started just up here not too far. So I'm guessing it's going to be the next road crossing. Oh, we were talking about the weather and how it's really weird because it's 34 degrees, almost freezing, and the humidity is 95%. So yeah, you walk and you exert energy and stuff and you just start sweating. You know, that humidity is actually making it feel warmer than it really is. So I had to take my coat off, try to dry out a little bit. I have a cotton shirt on, so of course the moisture just sticks to it. It hasn't been a bad hike, it really hasn't. I like hiking these old rail lines. I mean, it's just another way to see the countryside. You know, I'm used to being in a car or on a motorcycle, and I see those views all the time. But you know, when they have to clear out a hill because it's too steep or too big for the train to go over, you know, and you get this tunnel effect. I mean, look at this. This is what I'm walking through. It's almost like walking through a tunnel. That to me is just really cool. I know a lot of people, when I say this, they're going to say, will you let that go, for crying out loud? But it reminds me of being in New Zealand. Yeehaw, coming up on my first country road crossing. Not seeing it on the post though. Huh. Usually they have it on the post, but I don't see it. Oh well. Again, I'll put it in the video right about here. Just crossed that country road back there. Now as I was coming up on the road, it wasn't labeling the intersection, the road name. But on this side of it, it's listed as Klarno. I think that's how you pronounce it. Klarno Road. So that's how far I've gotten. Klarno Road. Well, hell, that didn't take long. I'm coming up on another road. I mean, seriously, that was maybe a 15-minute walk from Klarno. So let's see what this road is up here. Alright, looks like Melvin Road. I'm getting to a point where I'm not seeing too many human footprints in the snow anymore. And the ones I'm seeing are pretty old. They've been here for a few days. I was really hoping to see a deer today. Keep seeing tracks, but I haven't seen any actual deer yet. Alright, so just over here there is a road there, and I've actually been walking by some pretty close houses. That always worries me when I do that out in the country. You know, if I have to do road walking or anything like that. Because you just don't know who might have a dog. And if they keep their dog, you know, chained up or kenneled. You know, you just never know. My biggest fear is as I'm walking along, all of a sudden hear, you know, that's that's one thing I do not ever want to hear. Don't get me wrong, I love dogs, but I'm a realist. I know what dogs can do. Whether people think that they're a good dog or not, stuff happens. So yeah, that's one of the biggest fears I actually have on doing my hikes, is coming across a dog, you know, without its owner around or anything like that, or even when the owner's around, because you just don't know who that dog is. Alright, I think I'm going to go for another half hour or so, and then we'll stop for lunch. Sounds like a plan. Alright, coming up on another road crossing. I actually thought I was coming up on one just back there a little ways, but it turned out not to be an actual road, but someone's driveway. But I was getting all the indications of it being a road crossing, because snowmobiles are allowed on this trail. And so they put up stop signs and stop ahead signs and stuff like that. And and yeah, they posted a stop ahead and stop. But then when I got there, I was looking, it's like, okay, the road's right over there. And that was just going to the house. So yeah, it was just someone's driveway. Okay, got some orange directional signs here. I'm coming up on, what is this, Town Center Road. Whew. That wind's blasting now. Going across that open road. Yeah, it looks like there's some farm buildings up here. Wow, look at that view over there, huh? That's pretty sweet. Alright, I'm starting to get a little hungry. Again, see if I can find a place to sit comfortably and have some lunch. Alright, check this out. Got some, I think the farmers use this to like wrap bales and stuff like that. And I'm going to use it as a ground protectant, a sheet cover kind of thing. Just so I don't have to sit on the wet snow. Alright, I stopped for a little lunch by this nice big tree here. Ugh. Gotta find a way to get comfortable on it though. Alright, so I stopped for a break. I want to stop and have some lunch now. The trail is like literally on the other side of the camera. It kind of slopes down and stuff, so it's kind of protected me from the wind. I'd just been going through a high area where the tracks were actually above most of the ground level. So it's been windy as hell for the last maybe half mile, 3/4 mile. But this seems like a nice quiet place to stop and have some lunch. So let's eat. Alright, so this is what I got for lunch today. I got a can of white chicken meat, full top, always handy. And Knorr's creamy chicken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this up, mix in the chicken meat, and have a nice little lunch. And I brought my bigger pot for this one. There we go. Alright, there's my chicken meat. Gonna throw that in the pot real quick. And yes, I'll be packing out my garbage, just like you're supposed to, right? Alright, I think lunch is done. That looks pretty darn good to me. Oh, sorry, fogged up the lens a little bit. Oh, this is going to be so good. The problem is that it's going to cool down real quick. Yeah, that's good. Got the nice big chunks of chicken from that canned chicken meat. Yeah. When you're hungry and cold, this will warm you up and make you feel real good. Alright, I want to sit here and eat, rest up against my tree, and we'll get on the trail. I'm trying to figure out how long I'm actually going to sit here and eat, because I got stuff to make hot coffee and stuff like that too if I want to. So I'm just going to take a nice long break right now. Oh, that was a pretty good lunch. Don't think I'm going to stick around and do the coffee though. This is just not a real idealistic place to stop. The wind's just howling through here. My fingers are just freezing now. I've got a couple of layers that I could put on to help warm me up, but I don't know if I want to do that, because I know as soon as I start getting up on the trail and start moving again, I'm going to get really warm. But right now it's just my fingers. My fingers are just frozen. And these are even wool gloves. But got all my garbage in a zip top bag. That's going to go into my pot. Put the lid on that. Got the pot in its little baggie. There you go. That's it. Lunch is pretty much picked up. I am going to sit here. I've got a couple of Kind bars. I just need a little something sweet, so I'm going to eat a Kind bar real quick. But then it's up on the trail. All right, that's my lunch spot. I did leave the plastic that I found. I did leave that by the tree. All right, full belly. Kind of cold now though from sitting for that long. It's just basically a straight flat path is all I got. I saw and heard absolutely nobody, which is kind of weird because just over there is a farm. I heard like no tractors, no nothing like that. I did look at my stats and I'm like over 6 miles in now. I think it was like 6.2. There's actually a big tractor tire down there in the woods. I don't know if you're going to be able to make it out. Can you see it? I was hoping that maybe I'd see a deer or something like that too, but again, nothing. Holy crap, that was a big piece of ice that fell off that tree. I actually thought it was like a couple of squirrels running down it, but no, it was just a piece of ice. My plan is to hike all the way into Clarno. Now, we passed Clarno Road back a ways. I'm going to get into Clarno, and at that time I'm going to text my wife and tell her the location to come pick me up. Because I figure by the time she gets herself out the door and everything, hopefully we'll be kind of meeting up. I don't want to sit there for an hour or more waiting for her to come pick me up at the end of the trail. Which, truthfully, the trail doesn't end. It turns into another trail down in Illinois, and it just keeps going. I have no idea how far it goes or anything like that, or where it goes. So, but yeah, right now that's my plan, and that's what I'm doing. And I have a feeling that the town of Clarno might be like 4 or 5 houses together. I think that's all the town's gonna be. But when I was looking at the map, it did seem like I was a little more than halfway done. So yeah, we'll see. Alright, let's keep walking. Oh crap, man, if I would have walked just maybe another 10-15 minutes from lunch, I would have been in this nice little protected area. I wouldn't have been as cold. We got rocks and logs laying over here that I could have made a little bench and a little seating area, maybe a little table. But I don't know this trail, so how am I supposed to know it's here, right? Nice area though. God, I love this when the limestone just protrudes out of the ground like this. I mean, I know it's dug out, but yeah, I just like that. Lots of moss growing on it too. Well, that's cool. A little bit of a dam wall down there. This section of the trail must not get used very often. There are no tracks down here at all. In fact, I don't even see animal tracks. No deer, no coon, no squirrel, rabbit, nothing. I take that back. I might be seeing some small, super faded tracks. But it could just been a figment of my imagination, or snow filling some footprint depressions. But yeah, this section definitely does not get a whole lot of traffic. I like that. I'm all alone. Holy cow, the clouds look like they're actually breaking apart up there. I see some light areas, not necessarily blue, but lighter areas. I mean, it's been overcast and cloudy pretty much all day today. A little bit of a bright spot. Yeah, that's kind of refreshing. I'm actually seeing sunlight glistening off over some hills and buildings over there. So there still is a sun. Okay. All right, coming up into Clarno. See a few buildings, a few houses, a few industrial or company style buildings, sheds and whatnot. So I'm going to take a little pause here, send Jen the pickup location, and then continue on my way. Oh my God, the sun may be peeking out. Holy cow, look at that. It's so bright. It's been cloudy, overcast all day. This is the first rays of sun that actually hit me. Okay, I made it to the small town of Clarno, and I'm just sitting on the front porch of the lumber yard here. And a nice little rest stop. They got these nice cushion benches. You can see one down there. So yeah, this is a real nice, comfortable spot. But I'm only like maybe 20 minutes from the end, so I've texted Jen, sent her the coordinates on where to come pick me up. Hopefully she'll get it soon and be on her way. So like I said, it's only going to take me 20 minutes, and it's probably going to take her a good hour or more to get over here. It's been a nice day, nice walk. I wish it could have been a little sunnier, but at the same time, you know, I'm outside, so that's all that matters to me. Whether it's on the trail, on my motorcycle, in front of my grill, I don't care. I want to be outside. That's when I'm the happiest. Well, the people at the Clarno Lumber Company are pretty nice. They let me go in and use their bathroom and stuff, so. And they didn't mind me sitting on their front porch either, so. So yeah, right here, Clarno Lumber Company. Oh, jeez. You can have yourself a little break right there. That's the second time I've twisted my ankle now. Like within the past 30 minutes. I won't have too much farther to go. So let's finish this segment off. Oh my God, look at that, guys. Look at blue sky. Holy cow. Got some cardinals that are flying around up in this area. Can you see them? See if I can zoom in on that little guy. Oh. There you go. Oh. Yeah, quite a few, whoops. Quite a few cardinals around here. I mean, yeah, they're like everywhere. There's other birds too, but I can't tell what they are. They just seem like little small, almost black. I mean, that's the way I'm seeing them, is they're just small black birds. Oh, there goes another cardinal. So yeah, just in this little area, not far out of Clarno. Yeah, just tons and tons of cardinals around here. Yeah, I've seen and heard quite a number of birds today. I mean, like I said, I can't really see what a lot of them are. You know, I don't know if they're sparrows or finches or what. I'm not that great at identifying birds, but I've seen probably about 4 different ones that I can recognize. You know, at the start of the trail, I had seen that big bald eagle. Oh, that was nice. And then, yeah, just seeing cardinals. I think every so often I might see a blue jay mixed into the bunch. But I don't know if that's quite what I'm seeing either. Yeah, and then like I said, crows, maybe little finches or sparrows or something like that might go by. But those things just move so damn fast. And they're basically brown, gray. So you know, I can't really tell them apart as to what they are most of the time. Coming up on bridge number 1, which means this is my last bridge before I hit the end of the Badger State Trail. Cool. I like that feeling, that sensation you get when you're almost done. Yeah. It's been a good day. It's been a very good day. Again, just like as I was coming up into Clarno, I was almost seeing no footprints, and the footprints I was seeing were very old. Down through here, I don't see anything. A few coon's tracks and maybe rabbit tracks or squirrel or something like that, but that's it. I see no human footprints anywhere. And I don't think I've smiled this much since I've been home from New Zealand. Yes, New Zealand again, but it's true. This has not been a hard hike. You know, no strenuous hills. The path is nice and wide. It's an old rail line. And sometimes they are just really cool to get out and explore on these old lines. Once I get to the finish, to Worthesism, some stupid German name. That's the name of the road that we're going to. But once I get up there, I'll get out the All Trails app and we'll see what it recorded for me. I'm starting to think that it's going to be a little less than 10 miles, but we'll see. So I got a text message from Jen saying that she's on her way, and I'm only like 5-10 minutes from the road. So I hope there's a place for me to kind of rest, and hopefully it won't be too windy. Right now I'm protected. I got a nice rise hill over on this side, so right now I'm pretty well protected from the wind. I actually got a nice good size creek down over there. Something on the trail up there. Almost looks like a kiosk or something. I wonder what it could be. Let's go find out. Oh, look at that. It's a little picnic table shelter type thing. It's got some flyers in the box there. See what's over on this side. Yep, more information on the Badger State Trail. Now, if you're wondering why they have it here, it's because the road is right down there. And that's actually where it starts, is right down there. So, Jen's not here yet. I beat her to the location, which I figured I would. But I think I can just sit right here until I see her coming down the road. All right. Yeah. Let's sit down. Let's pull up the All Trails app and see what I got. Oh. Yeah, this trail hasn't been too bad. I wish there were more sitting spots. I wish they would put benches maybe like every mile, at least one bench somewhere to sit on. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, so here's my stats. 4.5 hours, 4:35, and it was at 9.6. But yeah, just shy of a full 10 miles. 9.6. Maybe I'll hit 9.7 by the time I hit the road. Who knows? But yeah, this has been a nice hike. I liked it a lot. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to doing the rest of it. I think the next time that I do the Badger State Trail, I'm going to start in the same spot I started now in Monroe. But then I'm going to head north. I'll try to track it out, see how many miles it is to get to like Monticello or something like that. So I think that would be pretty good. Hey, look at that. Mile marker 40. Okay, so right up there is the road crossing, and the trail continues. The Badger State Trail ends here, but this is the Jane Addams Trail that continues on. There's a little sign down here. It says it's 17.2 miles from Tuddy's Crossing Trailhead, which, it's the Tuddy's Crossing Trailhead is actually in downtown Freeport. So from here to downtown Freeport, 17.2 miles. Don't think I'm going to do that today. I need to get myself a little more fit to do that kind of distance. But now I know. Alright, let's go up by the road and we'll wait for Jen there. I'm sure she'll be here in maybe another 10 minutes or so. Alright, this is Mark saying thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys on the road.